And then there is another one.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on? How y'all doing out there? Appreciate y'all for being here as always. You know that wave gonna keep on hitting. If you're enjoying the content over here, feel free to hit that like button. Doesn't cost you much. Drop a comment, join the conversation, and go ahead, hit the sub up button, and yeah, let's rock out. We got this story today. Keith Lee, he's a food critic. He has like over 14 million followers over on TikTok doing his thing. Shout out to him. Seems to be a God-fearing family man, so I can't knock him for that. Black man doing his thing. He's been doing his thing on TikTok, going around as a foodie, reviewing places. He prefers more keeping it like low. He doesn't want companies necessarily knowing when he's coming through and getting like different treatment from everyone else. And I could appreciate it. Like that's kind of his thing from what I can go off of. Funny, I just started seeing him popping up in my timeline probably like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, word, yo, dude's doing this thing. And now he's on a tour around the country reviewing restaurants that, as of recording this video, I believe he's halted because he went to Atlanta where he didn't have the best experiences and put out negative reviews about some of these companies. Some were black owned. And my thing is, yo, if we're black owned or not, let him make an honest review, and he shouldn't have to fear retaliation or something like that. Like I understand, you know, touching on controversial issues or something like that, but dude, he's doing food. I could even understand sports or something like that. You know, because sports people just get so, you know, into their teams and into the fan base and stuff like that. So I can understand that more, but this is food. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get to it, but Ocho Cinco put out a few statements on his show with Shannon Sharp. And on that, I agree with Shannon 100%. Like, and we'll get to it. Ocho was wrong, and, you know, but we'll get to it. So let's check out what he had to say.
Yesterday, me and my family were at the One Music Festival.
Oh, yeah, I sped it up because, yeah, it's a couple things.
Yesterday, me and my family were at the One Music Festival. Somebody who works with Candy Birds walked up to us and said they've been trying to reach us since we got to Atlanta. He said he'd been constantly emailing me and constantly DMing me for me to come to Old Lady Gang. I got it. Let's try it at rating 1 to 10. As you can see, I don't have any bags in my hands. Me and my family showed up and we attempted to order before we got here. We called the number they had connected on Yelp 3 times, no answer. We tried to order through DoorDash and they said it was temporarily closed. So when we pulled up, I sent my family in to order for us. They said on the weekend, due to being busy, they don't do any takeout at all.
Which is kind of crazy to me. They said on the weekends, due to them being busy, they don't do any takeout. And I believe that this is Candy Burris's restaurant, and I believe she's a reality television star. I don't know anything about her, but I have seen her name before. So I'm guessing that's where she started off of. And before we move forward, yo, this man with all his followers has helped many businesses. You know, even if they were, you know, on the verge of closing their doors, his review has helped them, you know, and there's videos out there. I wasn't able to find one for this particular video, but it's out there. And, you know, and he should be able to give an honest review about whatever he wants to talk about. You know, that's the First Amendment. Same reason I'm here talking on you on platforms and stuff like that is because of my First Amendment, my freedom of First Amendment. I shouldn't have to fear. He shouldn't have to fear. No person should have to fear unless they're like doing something to like call to violence or like they're like putting down people or something like that. Nobody should fear retaliation from just expressing their thought, regardless of color. And that's, you know, but we'll get to all that.
Oh, okay, so send and done. Okay, thank you, sweetie.
Which is completely completely understandable. So what we decided to do is my family's gonna go eat. They're gonna come bring the food out while I'm sitting in the car, so they have no idea I'm here. My family asked how long the wait was to be seated. They said an hour to an hour and a half.
Yes, okay.
She also said they didn't have any reservations available, so they didn't take down any number, any contact information, nothing. My family then came and relayed that message to me, and I decided to go in myself. We walked in and we were greeted by a nice young lady, and then I met some amazing people who were eating there, and we took some pictures. God, it's amazing. As soon as me and my wife were done taking pictures, the lady said the table was ready. As always, I don't want any special treatment. I want to be treated like everybody else. I pay for my food.
And that's key. He doesn't want any special treatment, you know, and and I can respect that. He wants, so you can get the honest review of the service. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, if you're a celebrity, of course, if you're known or have a big following, you're going to get treated differently, you know?
Like everybody else. I'm a normal person. I'm a normal customer. Things like this is exactly why I do reviews the way I do. Just because I have a certain amount of followers on social media don't make me different from nobody. My mom, my mom-in-law, my sister, they all paying customers just like me. So I want them to be treated just like me. So I asked how long the wait time has been today. She said an hour to an hour and a half. So which I then asked, how were you able to sit me in 5 minutes? This is her response.
How long was it for as far as
She said, I'm getting your table right now. It's going to be done in 5 minutes. Nobody on the wait list I called came, so she's giving him his table.
Wait, this all called came. Now is whoever first come first served?
Again, my family just attempted to eat there less than 2 minutes ago. I then told her I changed my mind. We're going to go eat somewhere else. And I said, God bless you. And I walked out.
On second thought, it's okay. We're going to go eat somewhere else. I appreciate it, though. For sure. Thank you. God bless you. Y'all have a great day.
Have a good one.
So for this interaction, along with a couple more in Atlanta, you know, he's been facing backlash. You know, people have been making death threats. And, you know, it's crazy. Like, bro, he went there. He told them that they asked him to come. He said, all right, I'll be there around this time of the month. Or maybe he didn't say, maybe he said, I'll be there in this month. You know, just keep them on their toes. They could have easily, you know what I'm saying, made sure that they tell them. But from what I hear on the scene in Atlanta, restaurant scene, is that it's all about aesthetics and it's not really about quality food and service. You know, I've seen a couple, even one of the places he went to, The Real Milk and Honey, like if you look at their restrictions and stipulations and rules for their restaurant, they have like 10. They are crazy. You know, the fact that anybody would go there and spend money, but, you know, they're not looking out for their customers. They're treating them like crap. They're giving better, you know, treatment to celebrities and stuff like that because Atlanta is Black Hollywood. So, of course, they're going to see big names and people, high-profile people. But, you know, I can appreciate what this man's doing because this man's working for, helping them. This is for the middle class, regular people like you and me, regular people. When we go to a restaurant, we want to be treated equally and fairly. We're taking our hard-earned money, you know, and we don't have much money to spare at the end of the week, especially given the time that we're in now. You know what I'm saying? We're taking our money and going out, and then we got to wait 2 hours to get seated. Meanwhile, a high-profile person walks in and you know, it's not right. I get it. They're going to do it. It's what's going to happen because they're going to get bigger tips and, you know, higher, attention to more customers because if they can impress a celebrity like, you know, Chad Ochocinco, they know that that'll go a long way. But let's continue.
This week has been insane. This is a recap of everything that's happened this week. The good and the not so good. Let's talk about it. Let's just address the elephant in the room. These two videos were posted yesterday.
So I believe that this was him in Atlanta, and he's still wearing the same purple hoodie from the previous video.
Long story short, me and my family tried to go to Old Lady Gang, and that situation just wasn't for me. And I want to be very clear. Usually when celebrities come in, they want to be treated like that. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a normal person. So I get the employee was just trying to do her job. I'm just not the target audience for that kind of treatment. So we went to another place. We went to the Toast on Linux timeline. We went to Old Lady Gang. I shot the video. We left and went to Toast on Linux. Toast on Linux is where those two videos were taken. I had no intention of shooting the video. We just wanted to eat food. We walked up. It was a 2.5 hour wait time. But the people that were waiting were dressed to the nines, head to toe. On Sunday in Atlanta, people go to brunch, so they expect to wait. We didn't know that. While I was there, me and my wife took a picture with a lady who does food reviews. She has nothing to do with the situation other than the fact that we took a picture together while she was eating. They said it was a 2.5 hour wait time. We said, okay, we're gonna go somewhere else. While we walked out, the entire staff walked out behind us. They attempted to implore us to stay and said that we could sit down immediately. Again, I'm not the target audience for that. Usually I would just leave.
See, again, people are waiting 2.5 hours. You know what I'm saying? And this black man should be able to say whatever he wants about these black-owned businesses because if he got the right service, they would have enjoyed all of that publicity, you know, because they didn't, taking their customers for granted, you know, and now the man's getting death threats and has to put the whole tour on hold. It's like, yo, bro, how are we supposed to do better as black people if we can't take criticism from even black people? We don't want anyone correcting us. Nobody's supposed to say shit to us. The white man can't say nothing. The system can't say nothing. Your mom and dad can't say nothing. Another brother can't say. Who the fuck is supposed to correct us, bro? It's coming to that point. It's like, you know what I'm saying? They failed the test. That's what it was. They failed the test. Like, my people, we don't want to hear nothing bad. Everybody's like, oh, he's gonna tank black businesses and shit like that. What about if they did their job? How much more business would have come to those black businesses? This man should be able to give an honest review and not bite his tongue because somebody doesn't think a black man should be putting down black businesses that aren't doing the service to customers. You know, this is Cardi B right here.
I always find this. Eating in Atlanta, it is such an event. You could barely order in Atlanta restaurants. Like, you go like, hey, I would like to make order. Oh yeah, we don't take orders. They don't do no pickup orders. They don't do deliveries.
God is amazing. Shout out to
But if you're a celebrity, they'll do it for you. They'll give you all this preferential treatment, you know? And this is Kandi Burruss addressing the situation from at her restaurant, Old Lady. Is it Old Lady Gang?
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kandi, and I'm about to speak on it. No, I'm joking. I'm not about to speak on it. I really just wanted to say I do appreciate Keith Lee for stopping by our restaurant and trying to show us love. It is very unfortunate that we couldn't serve him and his family. We would have loved to, okay? But he's right. We don't take to go.
And I can appreciate that, you know. Now she's gonna get into a couple rules that I really don't understand, but I'm not the business owner. I've never been to the kitchen. I don't know all of that, you know. I just say bring in more people on the weekend and kind of split the kitchen a little bit so that you can get all that extra business that's coming in on the weekend. But as far as her first parts, great that she apologized and stuff like that. Hopefully that'll dissuade people, the stupidity on the internet. Like, you know, like, leave this man and his family alone. The man just reviewing food, bro.
Orders on the weekends, and the simple reason is because we do love and appreciate the people who come and support our restaurant. On the weekends, we get a lot of community support, people in our city that show up for us, as well as a lot of people from out of town.
So why wouldn't you take all that business, though? Even if you got to outsource the takeout to another location, something like that. I mean, I'm trying to put you on a little bit of game, Miss Kandi Burruss. You know what I mean? If you want to send me a little something, you know. But, I mean, you know, I mean, capitalism, right? You want to get as much money.
So with that being said, we don't want to overwhelm our kitchen by having to, you know, have such long times for the people who are actually at the restaurant, plus having to do to-go orders, because obviously that would make the wait times even longer. So that's the reason for that.